did you get started in acting?
In acting, I did a lot of theater when I was little, and when I lived in Germany and stuff. And then I just slowly realized that I just loved it, and I told Mom that I wanted to, do it for real. And so we sent headshots and little makeshift resumes into agencies, and one of them took me up. And so every time I would go on auditions, literally probably 10 a year at the very most, 5 a year probably. I would go on 5 a year, very rarely. And so when I would get an audition, that was acting. That was my way of releasing it. And so it would be for that 3 minutes that you're in there with the casting directors, between the time that you've introduced yourself and you say goodbye and leave, you have that to just transform yourself and forget everything else. And that was really when I realized that that's really what I wanted to do.
What was your first big acting project?
My first big, Barney was my very first audition for Barney Let's Go to the Firehouse, and I actually booked it. But before that, I did a lot of musical theater. I loved dancing, traveled around a lot dancing and stuff. And so dancing, singing, musical theater stuff. I was kind of in this professional theater on base in Germany. So when we lived in Germany, and so it was one of those things where I was one of 2 kids, and so the girl roles would kind of go to me, and I played them really. I felt it. I was very compassionate to the character, to where I would feel the pain that she was going through. I would cry on stage, not because I wanted to cry, because I made myself cry, but because I was so into it. And, kind of that feeling at the end of the day where you just switch back into Debbie and you kind of think back on what just happened. I was I have to do this.
How would you describe your character Bailey on The Sweet Life?
My character Bailey, she's season 1 Bailey. She's been changing a little bit, and even more towards the end of season 2, she's been changing. But season 1. But she's naive. But I think that she's a very big contradiction. A lot of people are, but there are some people that are evenly balanced, 50-50, wise and smart, different things that they are. And Bailey she's a complete contradiction. She's naive, but she can be very perceptive about people's character. And I think she's wise, but she hasn't seen the world a lot. And I think that when she travels around the world and kind of experiences all the things that she wants to experience, there's no stopping her. She'll be brilliant just because she's got that kind of personality. It's crazy that I talk about her like I know her, but it's I spend 10 hours a day with her, Yeah, no, and that's another thing is, she's intelligent, but because she's from kettle corn population 100, she hasn't been around, so she doesn't really know of super deceptive people and manipulative people and stuff. So I think it does shock her when she does see, corrupt character, or even big things such as the world, the world and relationships. And with London, she was so surprised by London, and she still gets surprised by London. She's how does someone not, London kind of is the exact opposite of Bailey. She's been around a lot, but she's not eager to learn. And Bailey, Bailey definitely has she's broader horizons, than she's been. But yeah, that's how I would describe Bailey.
And do you have a favorite episode from season 1?
From season 1, my favorite episode was probably When in Rome. And just looking back on it, that was really kind of the first episode where, the second, third episodes, I would start putting stuff of mine into it. But really in When in Rome, I was I read the script, and it was literally on paper. It was just lines on paper to me. But I saw it as so much more than that. I saw the sparkles, and I saw Naomi, Wyoming, the character. It was still Bailey playing a character, from a TV show that she was singing. Kind of that patterning it off of a little of London, too. She was just kind of, country stars, people that she admires and sees on TV, reads about in magazines. This persona that Bailey creates. And if you think acting is hard, try acting as someone who's acting as someone. You know what I mean? It's really weird, but phenomenal at the same time. I felt really victorious that episode, because I felt I threw a lot of Debbie into there. There was the stuff where I would be oh, he's outie, lines that I just put in. And a lot of times we don't really do that. We don't improv as much, and we would, but it usually doesn't stay in. And it was literally on shooting day. I just did it, and they liked it, and the producers and stuff really liked a lot of stuff I brought to that character, and there was a lot of stuff from day 1 to where I started rehearsing it and blocking it out to day 5. You can see a lot of changes, because I was like, Naomi, Wyoming, she, hangs out with ghetto people. I think she's a little bit ghetto, she's got that little ghetto-ness in her, that she's got, and same thing is, the country, and she's definitely, what's really cool is it was Bailey pretending to be a character who has seen a lot. So, Bailey, I think she could be a pretty good actor, because she did the sea snark thing to London and everything too, and, definitely Bailey's kind of, as she's growing and seeing more manipulative people, she's kind of learning not to be deceptive, but to be able to just relate to people, relate with people, and make them think and feel certain things. Yeah, I think it's a good thing that Bailey was raised right.
And you're doing season 2 now.
Yeah.
I thought about this before, but can you give us any hints about season 2?
Any hints about season 2? A lot of stuff will be happening. Stuff that the writers really listen to the fans, and so if a fan sends a letter in to the writers, say, we really want to see this happen to this character, or these two characters, get in a relationship farther or something. The writers are very conscious of that, because the show, all in all, at the end of the day, is for the kids, and we definitely love to listen to what they love to do. And so if the kids want something and express that they want something and they express interest in something, you can pretty much bet that it's going to happen. So, yeah.
And you have guest stars come on the show all the time.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite guest star so far?
Favorite guest star? Let's see. We actually haven't had very many celeb guest stars. Matt, who plays Woody, he's like a crowd favorite in general too, but I'm trying to think, because all of them are also, I really take guest stars kind of under my wing, because I know what it's like to be new in a cast where everyone, and so I kind of show them around and stuff, and every single one I just have a different bond with. We have a really cool, really sweet girl named Veronica Dunn this episode who plays Tiffany. She's only in a few scenes, but she's so sweet and so cute. Actually, my friend Savannah, who I had been friends with from Texas for like 3 years, she actually ended up auditioning and guesting on the show, and by the time after she auditioned and got called back and everything, I knew about it. And, because I always tell my friends, I'm like, tell me if you're up at the studio to audition so I can see you, but don't tell me anything else. I don't want to know what role, I don't want to know anything, because then I might talk to the casting directors and, mention you, and I want them to be able to work for it, and, because there's nothing like that feeling of I auditioned for something, I nailed the audition, and they, like me playing that character. So, definitely that. Savannah was really sweet, and Savannah and I have a lot in common. We're actually super mature. We're both really mature. We're both old souls. We're really old, and we say that to each other all the time. We always joke. We're like, my hips hurt, because we're such we're very mature, but we joke that we're old too. And I love Savannah dearly, in or out of the show. So yeah.
If you could have any celebrity guest star on the show, who would you want?
Ooh, I would like probably someone. I'm really into music, so probably someone from one of my favorite bands, like A Rocket to the Moon, would be really cool. Someone like that, or people from the Somerset would be cool. I'm trying to think who some of my new favorite bands are, and I would love to have my brother guest on the show. He's not a celebrity, but that would be amazing. Ooh, I would really like some comedy, a comedy genius, like Steve Carell, or maybe even Jim Carrey. There's people that I'm shooting for that are obviously not going to happen. You can't say Meryl Streep, but there are people that I would love to meet like that. But people like Robert Downey Jr. is a phenomenal actor, and I think it would be amazing if he was on one of our shows. Vicki Lawrence was on Hannah Montana, but I would love Penny Marshall.
She would be fun.
Oh my God, how crazy would that be on the show? If Laverne and Shirley took a cruise, I swear, I would die.
Let's get everybody to write in.
Yes, I would keel over. No, that would be amazing.
Like you said, you're very into music and you've done theater, musical theater stuff. Do you have any aspirations for music?
The thing about music is, for me, it's always been my kind of fallback, whether it's just like coming home at the end of a rough day and like listening to music and singing along and, you know, choreographing dance routines, or whether it's like recently if I have a rough day at work or something, or if I spend 10 hours playing a different character and doing school, it's like I've expressed Bailey and I've expressed that, you know, kind of that kind of side of me. And then there's other feelings, there's other things that I'm going through that I just, like sometimes yesterday I was craving my guitar. I was craving just to hold it and be able to like express like through the strumming. It's just so therapeutic for me. So I love music, like, and I would love to do it. I can't see myself like selling out stadiums or anything like that, just because it is a really personal thing, but I would love to sing. I'd love to do like promo stuff for Disney even, like that would be lots of fun. And I just love country music in general, so I don't know, we'll see. And like jazz type stuff, but I've got a weird style of singing, so we'll see. Yeah, because I dance, and yeah, when I do pop, it's crazy.
And do you have any other upcoming projects that people can look for besides Sweet Life?
Let's chat about that, shall we? We're working on some stuff. There's actually, people keep saying they're looking for a decom for me, a Disney Channel original movie, and so, you know, I kind of would love to do that. I don't know when filming's going down for us, so I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to truck through and do a feature or some type of film, or, you know, even work more on my music and stuff. Different opportunities, different doors are opening up, and I'm kind of actually at the point right now where I'm making a lot of decisions as far as what I'm going to be spending my time doing, but probably, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys heard of me from singing in the next year or two, and I wouldn't be surprised if you saw me in a movie or two, so we'll see. Ooh, and animation stuff.
I enjoy voiceovers.
Yes.
And you don't have to like show your face, but you can do like
It's the
whatever.
stuff. I know, it's amazing. I love it. And then when it's not your face, people just kind of tend to forget and get more into your character, so you can really see what people think about your character.